What's up, everybody? Next week we get Season 2 of Black Ops 7 and Warzone, and so today the intel drop was released by Call of Duty to show us all of the content coming next week on Thursday. So we're going to go through it like usual. We're going to skip the multiplayer and zombies and endgame stuff because we mostly just talk about Warzone here, but I'm going to link the patch notes down below if you want to check that out for yourself. Also linked down below is Twitch. I'll be live on next Thursday sometime, probably in the late afternoon, early evening, playing through the Season 2 update. And so if you want to come hang out live, that's linked down below, as well as my Twitter, my Instagram, TikTok, and single-player gaming channel. And if you're into cars, I also have my car, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok linked down below. So if you want to support me here, there, or anywhere, it, of course, is very much appreciated. But let's go ahead and start looking through what's coming to Warzone. So as usual, we got to scroll down because half the time the navigation stuff on the side does not work. So we got to do a quick little scroll here. There's a lot of stuff coming to Black Ops 7, by the way. If you're into multiplayer, definitely worth checking out. We are almost there, but there's so much to scroll past. Because like I said, there is a lot coming. And a lot of it's like ranked info. Still in multiplayer. Now we're in zombies. Now we're still in zombies. Now we're in Warzone content. All right, so Rebirth is getting a winter refresh, which is something that was teased in the past. That is coming with Season 2 on launch. It's obviously going to be covered in snow. There's a new point of interest. This is where what me and the squad used to call Square By. There's no official call out for it, but it's across from prison. It's like right in the middle of that side of the map. Large-scale turbine along the north shore of the island has been developed by Guild forces west of Industries, east of Dock, and due north of prison, offering enhanced rotational possibilities for the operator, the exterior platform, and concrete bay house, a large sulfur vat, and a wall of Nova 7 canisters. Access the door controls and enter a small windowless control room under the vat. I'm sure there's going to be good loot in there. Unmarked POI outpost. So this is over by living quarters. This new building and this dock setup here. Enhanced loot, combat, and traversal opportunities are available in this unmarked point of interest that lies east of Stronghold and southwest of living quarters. Previously a rough hillside promontory with difficult to navigate and exposed pathways, you can now seek additional cover at the jetty with 3 docking bays. Of course, they're going to put the boats there. Further up the slope is a raised cargo bay and a sand battery. Either side of the outpost itself, this comms edifice with a prototype laser cannon and radar dish offers robust protection and sits above a locked bunker. Rebirth Island, other points of interest. The rest of Rebirth Islands, just as you remember, though, snow has drifted across the ground. So the rest is all the same. All the POIs are still going to be the same. So I'm not going to really spend time going over it because there's no significant changes to any of those. Like I said, you want to check it out, will be down below, linked down below in the description. New things coming to Snow Rebirth is footprint. In certain locations, deeper snow compacts underfoot, meaning you can track players' footfalls visually. Enhanced target acquisition, expect better and cleaner lines of sight for multiple reasons. Snow, the layers of fallen snow allow you to focus on spotting enemies more easily. Guild renovations, around 5 of the familiar POIs have been renovated by the Guild and architecturally more modern, brighter, and clearer. Adjusted lighting, a lack of atmospheric fog across the entire island allows for some of the cleanest visual sightlines we've seen with the sun at the same angle as the map when the map first debuted in Black Ops Cold War. Vehicular routes, with the addition of snow jumps designed for vehicles, you're more easily able to maneuver from one road to another. That's actually really cool that they put snow jumps in there. Dynamic infill events continue just before the island comes under attack as you drop into a match, with the possibility of water tower, prison roof, or lighthouse collapsing after an aerial missile barrage. A new dynamic infill event, gas explosions. Drop into Rebirth Island with your head on a swivel. A gas bomb may detonate at one of various locations, creating a spherical pocket of acrid gas that acts as a choking hazard before dissipating as the match progresses. This is interesting because it will essentially take POIs out. I don't know if I love that, but Is what it is. Classic blueprint. Search the island for some hard-hitting and familiar weapon blueprints from past Call of Duty titles used in the match. Dotted around the island are a classified number of past weapon blueprints familiar to Call of Duty Warzone fans, each cunningly stowed away. Finding and pick up the weapon does not unlock it in your weapon collection. You can only use it for the remainder of the match. These staged weapons are relevant to their map location and are fan-favorite armaments from previous titles and may come with associated tracers and death effects. Except weapons from MW2, 3, and Black Ops 6. If they are not made stronger and they are the same strength as what they are in your loadout, they're just not worth using, unfortunately. Snowstorm gas. The weather is about to take a turn for the worse during your Rebirth Island winter matches as a dangerous snowstorm gradually swallows the island in poisonous, intense blizzard-like conditions. These act like a normal circle collapse, and gas mask decon stations and irradiated perk are all recommended if you're caught near the vicinity. So instead of a gas storm, it's a snowstorm. Vehicles, expect a similar pool of vehicles. So the vehicles will be the same. New kill streak, the RCXD is coming. New kill streak, smoke screen. Smoke screens are found in the loot and purchased buy stations, and when called, and expect a single payload of 5 shells to detonate into smoke clouds in a slightly offset row, with each cloud lasting a few seconds, much like a smoke grenade that doesn't impact your health. Redacted contracts. Rebirth begin a redacted contract without knowing the objectives by seeking out a specifically marked tablet with a question mark icon. Once started, a random objective is given, though players with experience completing a bounty scavenger recon will know what to expect. The reward for taking a chance on a redacted contract is the usual reward plus extra cash. So essentially, you don't get to choose your contract, but you get more money than you would for that contract normally. So new perks coming. In perk slot 1, Field Medic, resistance enhancing perk. Field Medic is built for, so this replaces Veteran, is built for players who thrive in high pressure engagements and clutch revives. Reviving teammate is faster and more impactful, restoring momentum when it matters most. When you revive an ally, they immediately receive an inserted armor plate. Ooh, that's interesting. From their inventory. So what if they don't have a plate? And a brief movement speed boost to help them reposition. The same benefit applies when you're revived, giving you both a better chance to stay alive and rejoin the fight. Beyond revives, Field Medic increases your bleed out duration, giving your squad more time to bring you back, and provides resistance to several tactical effects, including flash, concussion grenade, and shock equipment. It's a strong choice for a squad mate in an aggressive squad that expects to trade down and push through chaos. I think this will be more popular in ranked, but I don't think it will take the meta in either ranked or pubs. Drill Instructor, agility enhancing perk. Drill Instructor rewards constant movement and tight squad positioning. After sprinting for a short duration, you'll begin regenerating health, allowing you to stay mobile without a reliance on cover. In addition, nearby allies gain movement speed and faster mantling, helping squads reposition quickly. This replaces Grenadier. Obviously, people are not running Grenadier. Quickly scale terrain more efficiently and maintain pressure during rotations or engagements. These bonuses to apply to allies within proximity and briefly persist after they move out of range, encouraging coordinated movement without requiring perfect formation. Drill Instructor effects do not stack, reinforcing its role as a single leadership focused perk. So this encourages stacking. I don't think this will take over the meta either. It is nice that you get health regen on sprint, but the keeping squads together will not be a factor in picking perks for most people, and nearby allies gain movement speed. I don't think that will be in the meta either. Surveyor is replacing Cold-Blooded. Awareness enhancing perk. Surveyor enhances situational awareness when nearby opponents interact with buy stations or activate contracts. They briefly appear on the map, offering insight into enemy positioning and intent. UAVs you deploy cover a larger area, and your minimap is zoomed out, always giving you a broader view of the area of operation. Surveyor also highlights downed enemies through walls within closer range, making it easier to track threats during multi-squad fights and prevent unexpected revives. The perk is ideal for players who value information, positioning, and anticipating enemy movement before engagements. Now, I could see Surveyor sneaking into the perk meta, because you get more information when people activate contracts or buy stations. They show on the map. UAVs cover more area and your minimap is more zoomed out. I think that this will definitely have a chance of getting into the meta. New modes and updates. Core modes. Following launch Season 2, you can expect a familiar variety of Warzone updates across 3 maps: Verdansk, Havens Hollow, and Rebirth Island, and its winter update dropping in the following core modes: BR, Resurgence, Casuals. Casuals is all quads. BR is all squad sizes, and Resurgence is quads, duos, and solos. No trios for Resurgence is really interesting. I wonder why they took trios out of that. Let's see. I don't think that that's good. New core mode, ranked play resurgence. So ranked play resurgence is coming in the launch window. I'm not going to go over ranked. It's ranked. If you want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. The important things to note, BO7 weapons only. 2 weapons, which is the normal default. Melee, tactical, and lethal. Normal, and perks normal. There are restrictions on optics and assault rifle underbarrels, so launchers. Depending on the weapon in question, tacticals, the following are available: concussion, smoke, psych, decoy, stim shot, and heartbeat sensor. Take psych grenades out. Lethal, the following available: frag, sticky, C4, Molotov, and combat axe. 2 perks are restricted: alertness and tracker. It's interesting. And rewards, not too worried about. Introducing Warzone Resurgence Series. It's a new tournament thing. Check it out for yourself if you want. Additional modes, Loaded Resurgence and Loaded Resurgence Casual. These are LTMs coming at launch. 32 players, 8 squads total. Loaded Resurgence, a fast-paced variation on classic Resurgence experience that drops players into the action. Full loadout equipped from the start. Core Resurgence rules still apply. But the immediate access to full loadouts accelerates engagements and rewards aggressive and coordinated play. There's also a new way to earn all the perks if you complete the Specialist quest. Every time players eliminate an opponent, they earn an extra perk up to the point where Specialist is awarded. The perk accumulation continues even if you're eliminated. Rush Resurgence. Ready for a quick drop. Rush Resurgence brings all the chaos of a fast-moving move, but in an even more, it should be fast-moving mode, I'm assuming, but in even more rapid form. Redeploy timing is reduced and disabled at the 3rd gas circle. There's a fire sale public event at this end of the 2nd gas circle. There are the same number of gas circles, but they close with different timings. They remain stationary for less time than normal, and they take longer to close. This leads to matches ending in around half the time compared to normal Resurgence. That's coming to Rebirth Island. Loaded Resurgence comes to Rebirth Island. And then during for a weekend LTM, which actually I guess the Rush Resurgence and Extreme Resurgence are both going to be weekend LTMs. Simply put, Mayhem, all the usual Resurgence rules apply as you drop in. Gas circle, contract, blah, blah, blah. But there's one important difference. A massive influx of operators. Said the usual 52. Expect double the number. 25 squads and 100 total players. I don't think it's going to be great because sometimes it's already hard to find places to land and regain. But with having 100 players instead of 52, that's going to be even more difficult. But we'll see how that plays out. The one that I'm interested in is the Iron Gauntlet, which is beta, in-season, mid-season, on Verdansk. It's duos, 150 players, 75 squads. So you're going into Verdansk. Scarce resources, a high-stakes drop in a survival-focused environment where every decision counts. Competitive duos. Rapid collapse. Circles collapse more rapidly than normal BR, leading to more frequent engagements. Earn that loot. There are no free loadout drops, and buy station prices are increased. Don't rely on a ride. Only bikes and ATVs are available. TTK delay. Base health has been raised from 150 to 300. Regen delay has been adjusted, and regeneration rules have been reduced. All designed to slow down TTK. Love it. Love that. Loot rebalancing, epic and legendary weapons spawn less often, and kill streaks as well, and cash drops are rarer. Weapons are from BO7 pool. Common weapons usually start with extended mags and iron sights, primarily for ARs and SMGs. There are no perks in loot. Tough but fair, one-hit kill protection is enabled. Stim shots have been removed. So no one-shot kills from snipers and slugs, and stims are gone. Returning mechanics, the Gulag contract and respawn mechanics are the same. Note, Iron Gauntlet will be in beta at launch. This is the first playable iteration of a mode we will continue to refine before it returns later in season. With updates based on your feedback, this mode is also planned to form the basis of an expansive new aspect of the game. Play this mode and let us know if you're liking the loot, game economy, TTK, and other elements that interest you. A new Battle Royale experience. So this is Blackout. It's unfortunately not coming in launch. It's coming mid-season, but it is going to be on Avalon. Mid-season introduced a new Battle Royale experience with the arrival of the Avalon map in Call of Duty Warzone. Built from the ground up, this is a new mode that draws inspiration from Call of Duty's BR Origins, Black Ops 4 Blackout. More details to be revealed as at Season 2 Reloaded. New Call of Duty Warzone events launch in season. So these are the in-season events. Escalation drive event. Earn up to 8 so these are not like in-match events. They're just events. Earn up to 8 universal camos by completing weapon class camo challenges across all modes, including Call of Duty Warzone. Additional events mid-season. Expect additional events and challenges mid-season. So then finally, stuff coming to BO7 and Warzone. The weapons. Rev 46 at launch. It's an SMG. It's in the battle pass. A full auto SMG, extremely fast fire rate. Switch between a folded and unfolded position to change handling and recoil characteristics. It's almost pointless to read the descriptions because they really apply to multiplayer and not Warzone. Prestige attachment is the flip stock. Primary weapon, AR, EGRT 17 in the battle pass. Full auto assault rifle, fires superheated rounds that ricochet off solid surfaces. Interesting. Second only to the Peacekeeper in fire rate. The heated echo rounds are the prestige attachment, so if you want to bounce off surfaces, that's definitely not going to be in ranked. You got to prestige the weapon. Melee weapon coming at launch in the battle pass is a saw. The special weapon coming at launch as a weekly challenge is the GDL Havoc. It is a pump action grenade launcher. Grenades stick to solid surfaces and can be remote detonated, no ADS. The next one is a primary weapon coming in season during the Escalation Directive event. It's a primary, it's a shotgun, it's a semi-auto shotgun. It says well-rounded for mid-range performance. The prestige attachment is a pulse fire tac light. Dedicated flashlight improves firepower through the addition of a binary trigger firing functionality and tac stance at the expense of damage range. Then also coming mid-season as an event reward is the Voyak KT3 assault rifle. Full auto assault rifle, high damage and excellent handling with slower fire rate and moderate to high recoil. The prestige attachment is an anti-dispersion module. Benefits attachment by have redeemed, classified, don't know. Another marksman rifle coming, the Swordfish A1 as an event reward. 4-round burst marksman rifle, fast silic fire rate and minimal recoil but slower mobility and handling. MVS Penta burst mod. It's classified, but it's going to have that prestige attachment. And then new weapon attachments. The Titan wield for the XM325 LMG, which is going to be a weekly challenge reward. Uses 2 devastating XM325s at once while managing belt-fed ammo and overheat meter. Slows player movement and handling. So it sounds like you get dual wield LMGs. The FMG hover point ELO, it's an optic for all weapons, comes as a weekly challenge. Discrete thin frame, this reflex sight features a floating illuminated reticle and improves stability at the expense of handling. The ARC M1 assault rifle, or not assault rifle, assault frame, it's for the M1 launcher, a weekly challenge reward. It's an underbarrel for a launcher, which is certainly interesting. Top mounted control system, so it's not underbarrel, that shortens both the charge time and cooldown to support aggressive use against enemy personnel, increases explosion radius, and provides improvements to both mobility and handling. That will not be used in Warzone. The Razor 9mm wildfire conversion for the Razor 9mm SMG conversion kit offers a massive improvement to both fire rate and bullet velocity in a larger magazine, adds spread to ADS, and impacts movement speed while firing. The Echo 12 backlash launcher, it's a firing mod grenade launcher conversion to support the firing of fast-moving explosive projectiles that can bounce off surfaces. Explosion damage is increased if detonation occurs after bouncing. So Echo 12 launcher. Then I think finally the MXR-17 Anvil conversion converts the MXR-17 into a hard-hitting weapon with increased ammo. Recoil and fire rate decreases over time the longer the weapon is fired. So those are the weapons and attachments and everything coming. I am a little disappointed that Blackout is not coming until Season 2 Reloaded, but I assume that's to line it up more closely to the anniversary of the release of Warzone, which will be the 6th anniversary this year. And there's supposed to be map rotation, which I'm assuming will be in the normal BR mode, which is funny because Blackout really is more of a true BR than Warzone. But I assume that is going to be planned for mid-season, and I would not surprise me if that gets pushed back because that does put more strain on the game development from a size standpoint and just a player-based happiness standpoint. But it sucks that we are not getting the Avalon and Blackout mode until mid-season. I hate that we are not getting Iron Gauntlet beta. We're getting it on launch or early into the season, but we're not getting it fully until mid-season. I'm hoping it comes in more than just duos. I hope it comes in trios, really. Trios is probably the best squad size. And duos is not my favorite. But overall, I'm excited for that. I'm interested in the new weapons as always and to see where they take over the meta. Same thing with the perks. I'm interested to see how those play out. I think it's interesting. I think we continue to need as much content as possible, especially as long as we are still stuck on Verdansk. And it really sucks that we're still stuck on Verdansk for like another 4 or 5 weeks after this comes out. But I'm going to be optimistic that Warzone at least is not going to get worse, and I'm hopeful that it will feel better with every update. And of course, keep an eye out for the patch notes because that will really determine a lot as well. See how the weapon balancing goes. But those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like Apex content, Warzone content, game review content. We just put out a review on High Ground, and we'll have a review on the new game Cairn coming in the next few days. But thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you on Verdansk, Havens Hollow, and in the future, Avalon. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.